excellence, the second edition of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025 shall be a catalyst for transformative learning, bringing together educators, innovators, students, and visionaries to co-create the future of education and forge the future. We are fortunate to have amongst us esteemed dignitaries, educators, policymakers, students who have traveled from various corners to be here with us today. Let us commence this significant event in of knowledge.
Close.
May this planet guide us as we set forth on this journey of knowledge and discovery. Please do come to the dais, inviting each of you onto the dais. Srimati Prerna Singh ji, our chief guest, ma'am, inviting you to the dais, please. Our guest of honor, Professor Vimla, Vice Chancellor of Mart University, Saharanpur, will be inviting you onto the dais, please. And our distinguished guests, Professor Dinesh Sharma, Dr. S.P. Mishra, Mr. Mahek Singh, and Shri Sachin Sinha ji, inviting you onto the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming each and every one of our special guests and dignitaries.
Indian knowledge system edition in touch. It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you all in the second edition of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, being held at the vibrant Knowledge Park setting in Greater Noida. This grand initiative organized by the India Exposition Mart Limited with support of Higher Education Department, Government of UP and Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority. It is more than just an exhibition, it is a dynamic platform that symbolizes our collective vision of a progressive, skilled and future-ready India. Following the resounding success of the inaugural session in 2024, Bharat Shiksha Expo has swiftly established itself as a beacon of education, innovation and collaboration. What we witness today is the next chapter in the visionary journey, one that is even more ambitious, more inclusive and more transformative. This expo brings together the best minds from academia, industry, uniting them with a single goal to empower the youth of India with knowledge, skill, opportunity that prepare them for a globalized, digital and dynamic future. This is also providing place for interaction of industry, academia, interaction as well as students. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, PM vision an India where the youth are not merely job centered but confident job creators, innovators, entrepreneurs and leaders who can shape the course of the nation. Bharat Shiksha Expo embodies this very spirit. It aligns seamlessly with the objective of National Education Policy 2020, focusing on holistic, multidisciplinary and skill-based learning that meet the demands of the 21st century.
I am from Innovation Hub. Within 2 minutes, I will be telling about what Innovation Hub is, how it was established, and what exactly Innovation Hub is doing. So, Innovation Hub, and next for 5 minutes, I will be telling about the schemes of the government for the startups. So, Innovation Hub has been established by government of the place to foster the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among the students and the youth. And we work on a hub and spoke model, and it is established at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, which is one of the biggest affiliated university, having more than 800 institutions and around 4 lakh students are pursuing different degrees from it. So, we work on hub and spoke model means all the satellite incubation centers across the UP, we support them. We support them in different terms, we support them making the infrastructures, policy making, capacity building program for them, sometimes financial assistance also. And let me tell the scenario of the startups in UP. There are 70 incubation centers which are government of UP approved. There are certain parameters, certain criteria to get the approval from the government of UP for the incubation centers. 70 incubation centers are there having more than 1,500 startups onboarded. One of our initiatives is to establish the incubation centers in affiliated institutions, not only affiliated institutions, but anyone who wants to establish the incubation center within the premises we have them. So working on the same thing, we have established around 100 more pre-incubation centers apart from the 70 incubation centers, and we are planning to establish around 300 incubation centers across the UP within 6 months. Because we believe that creating the infrastructure for a student would only help to create the startups. And there is few statistics of the startups. I mean, the conversion rate for the students to the startup is really low, really less.
Privileged and thankful for having invited me to this inaugural function. In fact, the innovation, incubation and entrepreneurship is core of my heart since last 50 years, being with the students and trying to promote a student in this area. I always feel excited and happy about it. Primarily because there is a finding, and it's a very simple finding of researches conducted in different parts of the globe, different parts of the world. It says that rise and fall of a nation, a society or an organization depends on many things, but primarily on entrepreneurial culture that exists in the society. So entrepreneurial culture is so much important for all of us. And when we are thinking of $5 trillion economy, we are trying to sustain our economy, then sowing seed, it's a seed sowing mechanism which I see. We are trying to sow the seed amongst our young generation. And the kind of seed that we are trying to sow, it's a education with imagination, education with innovation, education with entrepreneurship, and education with technology and culture. So how important it is for all of us today, that we have come here for sowing seed, amongst the young generation. What we are hoping and thinking all about it, in due course of time, these youngsters are going to have entrepreneurial character in themselves. By being entrepreneur, it does not mean that we are trying to promote businessmen. It is to promote entrepreneurial character amongst the young generation. And
to join this extraordinary event of Bharat Expo 2025. This is perhaps the right platform where a university, the policymakers, the handholders, and everyone would join together, the administrators and everyone would join the hands together to bring the youth to a level where we are thinking of growing India into the developed India, what we are thinking about, dreaming about. To fulfill that dream, there are new universities coming up, and one of the universities is ours as well, Mart University, which was born in 2021 from the parent university, Chaudhary Charan Singh University, which is a NAC A++ university. And this new university and all other such new universities have not still joined the NAC rating or NIRF or any other world ranking as well. But they are fighting to make the place their own rank by themselves. They don't have permanent persons to help them directly, but indirectly, these universities are taking help from the colleges, collaborating with other universities, institutions, and industries. Because these universities, which are new and upcoming, have an insight to go towards innovation, skilling, and make their students empowered enough to join the mainstream of innovators and the new trends of development in education.
For me to stand before you as we conclude the inauguration of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025. It is indeed a step forward towards India reclaiming its status of Vishwaguru. On behalf of the entire organizing team, I take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude and heartfelt thanks to Dr. Rakesh Kumar, Chairman IML, for initiating such a show on education, and also to each of you for gracing us with the esteemed presence this morning. First and foremost, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank to Srimati Prerna Singh ji, ACOG Noida, for inaugurating the second edition. Your strong leadership and relentless commitment has been a guiding light for all of us, and your support makes events like this a grand success. We are truly grateful for the entire time and effort you have dedicated to being here with us today. I also sincerely thank Professor Bimla Vai, Vice Chancellor, Maa Sukamra University, Saharanpur, UP, for joining us as a guest of honor. Your insightful words and dedication to empowering students and shaping India's educational future inspire us all. We are privileged to have with you here today. I also want to convey our sincere gratitude to the esteemed dignitaries, policymakers, industry leaders and educators who have joined us today. Your esteemed presence adds immense value to the far-sighted vision of Bharat Shiksha Expo 2025, which aims to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry and to empower our youth with the knowledge, skills and mindset they need for the abundant success as leaders of tomorrow.